with you to show you more. PlateUp. Also trying to have some seeds at the same time. That sounds about right. I'm trying to get them out of the little casing because they're like I guess their name pine coated, but they're not technically not a pine. They basically have a little cone like them as well in a way. Very close to what they call the banyan pine, which is still not a pine. This is a close cousin with like, and close to the what they call whooping pine as well. But they aren't. But they actually have a different type of leaf. They still have the similar pine cone to both. And unlike the banyan tree, which has these huge pine cones that and the leaves dip downwards, so the leaves go downwards. So if you see a tree in Australia, the leaves goes downwards, I guess be wary. I don't exactly know what time of year they on there, but if you see that in a while, be wary. That you could be there the wrong time of year, especially if you see pine cones on the bottom that looks like footballs, basically. I mean, the ones of the year, like kicking to the goals, like you know what I mean. Not the round ball. I mean actually the oval shaped ball. Yeah, that probably makes sense. That'd probably get us all on my page. Type of size. This I don't know why I picked up some of these smaller ones because they weren't picked up, but they're still like a solid size, you know. I've still got one here. I ended up getting a couple, and turnover's not too bad. Not the worst turnover I've ever had for the effort type of thing, you know. So I'm trying to figure how to harvest them. That thing is because this is a much more lesser known species like cousin to the creeping pine and banyan. Hooping pine you can also harvest this. I'm pretty sure the seeds are edible with the hooping pine as well. But the banyan is really big seeds, and these basically do look like mini versions, but they're tiny. Visual has another name too, the banyan does, but yeah, I remember one name. That's it. I wonder how well YouTube I wonder how YouTube is translating that in the captions. Okay. These are interesting too, because unlike the yellow ones, these ones actually fly away, you know? What I mean? Like they actually have the ability to fly away. Been interesting. Cool. Picked up these on the ground because more likely be the best way of harvesting them. Probably want them to have some right? No. But I think that might be more of a nut. It's hard to tell. I feel like when it comes to plants, if there was like basic, um, what you say, those a lot of plants, you know what I mean? There's like, it really, what's that? There is like, once you know like what to look out for, there was like stuff that is not doesn't make it too hard to figure out what you're after in a way. I don't know. That makes sense. Like if you know what something looks like when it's white, or you know how to harvest stuff like seeds. Like seeds are when you're meant to wait till they're dried, type of thing. You get what I mean, or not out there? Or do I sound insane? I respect both. Like with berries too, you gotta wait till like the certain color and all that. You know what I mean? I don't have any mad science stuff to do. Come on. Oh, I have shoes. Yeah, I got speedy shoes. Look at my shoes. No, I want new shoes now. My shoes are a bit old dogs. Okay. Sugar. Okay. Okay, they did. Milk. Sugar. What do you want? Cake. Coffee. Oh, where's the second food pretty fast? Coffee. Sugar. Yeah, ice coffee. There you want. I could spoil like a good amount of time talking about native plants, but hey, well, I'll still do both. I'm like, yeah, no, I still do it. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, it is actually pretty cool and interesting to see what we get out of it. Cause I think it's meant to be probably close to a nut more than anything. I don't know, you know? Or like, I don't know, man. It's for me to find out because there wasn't much information on it, oddly enough. Like, for something I could just collect off the streets. Some of it, overall, it is not the, gold standard of turnover. But still, yeah, it's something I collected off the streets. I finally actually got my other laptop back. Hence why I was collecting it off the streets. It, yeah, nice. Nice. Coffee. Sugar. But, milk. 1, 2. Oh, okay. They want milk. Much sugar. They want milk. So I don't alarm this one. It is not that effective what I've created, but oh well, you know. But and they also milk. Okay. You want milk? Ice. Used to be ice. Cup. Used to be cup. I like to put them all on the same conveyor belt. I feel like that would be a disaster. I don't know, or maybe not. Who the hell knows, you know? Not one more milk. Damn it. Here we go. Skills. What do you want? Sugar. There you go. Decoration. Don't need decorations anymore. Oh no. Hang on. Now we can use both. That one's a metal tip. Marty. Oh god. What a smart one here. Going over this one. There we are. I got plans. Maybe. The hell, this thing's like $2. Also need a new normal table. Yeah, I've used Should be toughy then. What the hell is that? Like $13. Oh no, 330. Hmm. Our ones are kind of useless to move on. But probably should oh go on as that over there. But oh well. I don't know what half these orders are, so. Oh no, okay. Why did the first people to order cakes? Most of the people over there didn't want cakes, I don't know. That coming. No, that did not work very effectively. I'm going back to harvesting my seeds soon. Probably, yeah. I don't even need to stop the video too. I'm already going back to it. I kind of like the Xanadu over the other ones, you know. Yeah, when I had closing time customers then. Trying to remember orders, like that was hell. Yep, you know, there's that two worse. Let's create a franchise out of that. Gonna coffee number 6, tier 6 coffee. I should still rename that because I won't remember this tier 6. You know? Down wild coffee. I hope you enjoy that one. Hope it's not too short. No, it's not too bad. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Have some fun out there. Don't forget to wish, listen, play What's Outside's demo. And I'll just be sitting here harvesting some sea goodness. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with these little buggers, you know. I mean, there's many things you do. Waste them. Like you can with waddle. Pretty confident you can eat them all. I mean, I did have one more. Not too bad either, they weren't. Once I did the mistake of having chestnut wool. Don't recommend that. I I didn't know at the time that you have to cook roast them before eating them. This isn't. I guess it affected my dad a bit more than me. It seems. Honestly, just had less. Who knows? I was actually they're talking about how with I'm going to still talk about native plants, but look, oh, native Australian plants. Yeah, they were talking about this other type of plant that needs like a bath in water. So basically, something called the black bean, where you need to like have clean water. Usually, you do this in withers buying food, but I guess it could be possible. Take this at your own risk to if you on top of recycling the water, because it's about getting rid of the bad stuff in it. You might actually possibly boil them, similar to what they do with the native spinach, or what I call spinach. Well, I can't remember how to pronounce that name. Or greens or whatever. Yeah, the native Australian spinach, more common, more commonly known one. There's another spinach where you can. I'm pretty sure you don't need to boil, but there's one that you have to boil. You know, thinking about it, I'm a bit curious if you can actually boil these ones like you can with those. You gotta disregard the water, similar. And they have a toxin that we can't get rid of. That's the interesting thing about it, isn't it? Another viley plant too that I didn't know that they did a similar thing to. Where you have to do a similar thing to wash it out. I think I'm making macadamia butter too. That was pretty cool. They're all basically bought, mixed with board and fine nuts too. Gonna it, there's macadamia enough to go back to this month. See if I can actually get some seeds of it. Sadly, I wasn't able to get wattle this year because wattle is. If you don't know what wattle is, it is acacia. So basically, those golden little puff flower ones, pretty much. That's what they are. They're little puffy flowers, and when they go seed pods, their seeds are black. Usually, most of the time with orange, like a little bit orange, a little bit coming off them. Sometimes I think it can be red as well, but most of the time the seeds are black. And they and you have to actually keep an eye on it and get it at the right period of time because they have to be they release just after they get their white, and you want to get the seed and you want to get the seed pods just before they would release, so you get the seeds. I actually ended up being successful with that last year or the year before, one or the other, with what they call coastal wattle, which are small seeds. And you have to roast them as well if you want to get wild wattle. They're one that you have to roast before eating. Oops. But these pine cones, most of them, all these, I can't actually pronounce the name of this. Most of the time they have a pretty good time over. Whoops. No, I didn't realize. Yeah. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hang on. Yeah, let's talk actually, you know. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. I actually got my little finger lime. Well, I guess the garden's finger lime. He's starting to really glow. He's starting to flower too again. He should sooner or later, this year or in a year or two, he should eventually start actually having finger lines on him. Exciting. Can't wait for that day. That'd be really cool. Cause I had to trim down a salt bush, which is a thing you can use for alternative to salt, which is an Australian native. Particularly our main variety of salt bush, that one was. Which don't grow red berries for some reason. Why is it the most common variety that only uses it for its leaves? There is other varieties of salt bush that grows these red berries that are edible. And I do feel like the way you can tell salt bush is that, if you've ever like had salt on your hand, like sea salt, salt from like being coast to the coast, basically like that, the feeling of like the salt on on your hands when you've been nearby the coast. Does that make sense? When you touch the plant, you basically feel like it basically like feel like 6 layers of salt on you, like you do, like what happens when you're on the beach and there's a breeze with the salt. Feel like you have 6 layers of salt on you. Yeah, just really showing that. Well, I've lived most of my life for the last couple of years. They are meant to absorb salt, hence why you can use them as an alternative to salt. I definitely use them as an alternative to salt because it's free salt, you know? And it's just like, it's basically 2 meters, man, at that garden. And it's like one of those ones that will bounce back, even if you've knocked off half the bush, or 7% of the bush. That little citrus tree ended up rescuing it. Too bad either. The little citrus tree that came half sick, and I had to cut off the majority of the leaves, only leaving a couple leaves on, which was which was like risky in itself as well, leaving just a little bit of leaves on. But you know, he's coming back pretty well at the moment. Not doing too bad. I need to do more wild dogs, don't I? Well, now the 100 dog is safe. But soon he'll be eaten by the 200 dog. You know? I mean, with that or not. Dizzy's fate. I think this cigar might be 250. That'd be cool. 250 would be like one quarter away to 1,000 gold. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's that side's gonna come out on 11 October for the server at this point? I have to finalize the trailer before it comes out. Because now I don't have an excuse to not do the trailer. Yeah. I don't really want to postpone the date much more either than that, so it's coming out then. But I do everything I'm meant to do to support fully or not. One of those things is just like, I need to finish this project and I want to finish. If anything major goes wrong with it, yeah, I'll probably have to go back and fix that problem. But I have to move on to other projects. And probably figure out how to make a much more healthier work balance. It was good that I didn't have to wait till December. Oh no, not December's today, but and this month, but I didn't have to wait till like next year. So the first month of 2025, like that would have been the next opportunity I would have had to get a computer. And there's some kind of help there. Kind of sucked, you know. But come on, man, you could have survived holidays. But no, he's currently back. They did leave him flat for some reason. You know, like dead flat, compared him, which is kind of annoying. Fourth form moment I had to go for something back at fourth form moment I had to go back down there and be like, what the hell is my computer more buggered than I left it? They basically was charging me to repair the computer the same amount I paid for this computer, basically. You know, it was pretty cool. I actually ended up getting my first Black Friday deal. I guess maybe I did it once, but you know, like on something that is like, you know, a device and you know, that's more than just a couple $100, you get what I mean? Like, something that's big is what I mean by that. Like, yeah, I've gone there, closed on Black Friday, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's why it went at one point. But, you know, it's like, the difference between like a cool device like a laptop or you know like a household item that's like or something that you know bigger than just clothes. It depends on what you're buying your clothes from. Basically, I was my first computer I ever bought on those kind of deals. Usually end up waiting through like Christmas or you know even more torturous. I don't get it. I don't actually get paid sometimes. I ended up being in this blind spot where I in between just before I get paid, it ends. I think the last couple of years I think it's been like that. Which is always nice and interesting, isn't it? This is like so cool, dude. I'm just telling you guys because it's broad now. Too much? They're really so cool too to dump up all this like compost basically. Dried basically bounce basically what they call bounds. So come base all that to the compost of the garden too. I feel like, you know, I wanna have like waste going through the process of putting these in a container over like the process of that one. Let's go with two little blind buggers. That's them. Yeah, I want to like go through the process of you know having this waste when I'm taking them out of their case and actually having them through having waste through the process of cooking. Like it's kind of more annoying. Also separates the effort up. It also separates the time a bit more too. You know what I mean? Sometimes the worst thing cooking is the time you take specifically doing it at that period of time. Speaking of which, I remember that I need to cook eggs on track. I've had in the freezer, like I needed and everything like that. And if we're gonna dry out soon, so I'll probably have to relive a bit of water. Or cover in a bit of water. Or feed him soon. He's been in there for like a month. Basically I've been slow feeding him. He's a sourdough. And I'm gonna figure out sooner or later if getting rid of the sourdough taste. I don't know, I guess depends if you like that or not. But you know what I mean, like the real potent taste of sourdough sometimes when you make it like under a day or something like that, if you get what I mean. I have these pasta where it's like, oh, it's fermented for multiple days, and it's just like, didn't have that really like proper Sally hit, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'll have to figure out more research because I ended up my second one. I ended up taking. I think my second one was about a week, and it didn't really have that big Sally taste to it, unlike the first one. Also, I think it depends on how often you feed it too. I think because basically you just leave it out there, leave it out on the bench or in the fridge. Probably leave it in the fridge. You're not going to pay attention to it too much, and just feed it a quarter of flour to a quart of water, so 1 to 1. And then you slowly, as you get closer to the amount you want, you slowly put in a ratio of 2 to 1 flour. So you go for a quarter of flour and then half that cup, so 1/8 flour, you know what I mean? And then you slowly slow it down. So then you can have it to be to the point where you can then knead it and be dry enough. Also, it probably is a good way to learn how to tell if something's too dry or too wet as well. Like like that. I feel like during cooking, that is the most useful skill you could learn is to know when something is too wet or too dry, and that will greatly help you. Something really cool to do. I feel like I'm pretty sure I remember at one point seeing these seeds. Something like them. You know what I mean? I live that far away from. Well, not really over my life. Live that far away from where they've done it all. But I think I'll let you guys go up from there. I mean, if you stand here watching, then yeah, you're probably interested in more about plants. Everyone always asks me every single time I go for these walks where I'm studying plants or not. I'm just like, no, I'm just doing video game stuff at the moment. My problem is, if I did plants, I wouldn't remember half the scientific names. I wouldn't be able to pronounce half of them, or I don't spell them. And I'm really more interested in what I could do with these native plants. And when you go outside in the bush, if one day you get lost in the bush, at least you won't be. At least I won't. At least I'll be alright. Like it hit me one day. How little I know about what was out there. It's like I don't even know what half I can eat out here. And it was probably the thing too, because it's just like I was slowly getting into like, and I was finding more out about the natives too when I was trying to do Unknown Dragon, which is one of the early games I started, which I will return back to one day. More knowledge and skill, but that one was really good at getting me to understand both coding and everything like that in a way. Once I found it was quite powerful, but that one really helped start me off. I don't regret doing that game first. Even was a bit big, the idea, and I still want to do it some other time. But hey, that is what. Also, I don't know what we do about the Cobble Dice one. I might actually, I don't know, I might improve, might do something with that. Who knows? But that one will be put off to later at the current moment. By the way things are going, I will have. I will have soon. I have currently have 3 games in progress. It is not including what's outside. So I'm gonna stop at that amount. Basically, got one that's gonna be to demo point after What's Outside. That's going to be coming after What's Outside in New Year. But it won't be fully coming out till probably later that year, if that. But it is very simple. It is very simple one, so it might come out sooner than that as well. And the word map for that one is very simple. And I just want to make it like interesting challenges, you know. So that one's called Bush Dog, which is a herding game, which is semi-level based and similar to like using one area. I want to use a mix of using one area, so you can choose a map to play on. You can play on that map until till the sheep outdo you. So basically, you have a time limit overall. So it's gonna be medium to possibly long, depending on the player. It's gonna be both fast and slow. So feel like you want to see what you can do, like how far you can go, like 3 minutes, or I think 6 minutes is the slow speed, as well to this wound up sheep, and it gradually increase in size to the point where then you'd be starting to, worry about not getting them all in. And the fact that I was sitting there a couple hours and playing it is always a good sign too. I feel like that one will be really good. It's kind of bitter to me, just like how much faster I did that. That was for a uni assignment. But it is a bit bitter to me, like how much faster I got that going compared to when I was using uni. Which is kind of silly. I don't think the teacher do will ever get a copy of that. We'll find that game. Maybe one day, might not. Who knows? Oh yeah, and the garden one that I want one day do, but that is not currently on my list of things to do. That is a future I want to do. It is a urban garden one, or community garden in the middle of the city. It's based on the Australian cities, with slightly better transport. They probably would be based on the current one I'm in, with slightly better transport. Because I want it to not only just be like the garden itself, but the idea of gathering your material from the outside world, from the city itself, and using that to improve the garden as well. Helping the community recycle stuff that they want to get rid of as well. Like, there used to be a service, I don't know, I don't think they do it up here. There used to be a service where you could always throw out the junk you don't want. And a lot of people end up getting a lot of stuff from that. At least this is for one of the areas I used to live in. And they stopped it. And it really became a lot harder to get rid of stuff that you want to get rid of, because then you have to actually pay to get rid of it. It wasn't getting rid of it for free. And I guess it was good for those ones who actually come down and actually go hunting for something. In a way. But I think I'm being annoying to you guys. Or not. I don't know. I guess if you've been watching this long, I'm not annoying. But I think, yeah, so I'm gonna have, one coffee at a time is the second, of course, probably the first game. But then Bush Dog's the second game in Working Focus. And I also got another zombie one. That's basically gonna be a one map one. And your job is to find food. It's called The Only Job Left. So basically, you are hunting down for food within a forest for the town, basically, and you're trying not to get killed out there as well. by the zombies. And I was thinking, oh yeah, I could do a cool zombie game. Hopefully that one doesn't take me too long. I'm hoping those ones are short. And I'm hoping to fill in the gap between what's outside and one copy at a time as well. So I'm not going to do any more than that amount because I feel like that is stretching it, you know, in a way. I'll have to see how it goes, but. So I'm currently working on the zombie one. Means I'm waiting for one. What's outside to release? Then we're gonna have to fix up the itch page for Bush Dog. Haven't even done that yet. But it is in demo position. So keep an eye out for Bush Dog. Well, most in a way, it'll probably be less intense. Depending, I guess, if you're doing it slow or fast. It's still a bit rough as well. I want to eventually add in well, stuff like customization to the dog as well. And more maps and probably more animals as well. Basically, those are the only 3 goals we have for that one. Hence why it is a easy one. Hopefully, it take me less time than what's our sign? Sipping out a full version of it. I'm hoping. But I think I'll leave you guys there today with that information. I feel like you guys are like so far behind. I guess it's probably live streaming too. Like, I usually talk about a lot of this stuff in live streaming. That's been throwing me off as well a bit, not being able to talk about stuff like this. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and time. Goodbye. Have fun in the wild. Have fun. Yeah. Have fun out. Have fun out in the wild. So that's the word. Thanks for watching.